Life has a funny way of showing you who you really are. It doesn't do it when everything's perfect. It waits until the ground under your feet starts to shake, until the noise in your head gets too loud to ignore. That's when it hits you, when you realize maybe you've been running in the wrong direction all along. I remember those days in New York. Man, that city can eat you alive if you let it. Every morning felt like a battle just to keep up. The lights, the people, the rush. It's exciting at first, but after a while, it starts to drain your soul. I used to walk through Times Square late at night, surrounded by all those screens and sounds, and somehow I felt invisible. You think being around millions of people would make you feel connected, but sometimes it's the loneliest place in the world. I was chasing something I couldn't even name. Success, validation, money. I don't even know. I just knew I didn't want to stop, because stopping meant facing the silence inside me. I had a job that looked good on paper, but every morning when I looked in the mirror, I saw someone pretending to be happy, pretending to have it all together. I thought that's what being an adult meant. Fake it till you make it, right? But the truth is, pretending slowly kills you. One morning, I just couldn't do it anymore. I remember standing in the subway, surrounded by strangers, and thinking, this can't be it. This can't be all there is. That same night, I packed my bags, threw them in the back of my old car, and decided to drive. No plan, no destination, just drive. I didn't tell anyone. I left the noise, the skyscrapers, the chaos behind me. As I crossed state after state, I started to feel something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. The kind that doesn't come from silence, but from finally being honest with yourself. Somewhere around Texas, I stopped at a gas station in the middle of nowhere. I looked up at the sky. It was endless. For the first time in a long time, I realized how small I was and how big life really is. It wasn't scary. It was freeing. I kept driving through deserts, small towns, long, empty highways. I watched the world change from gray to gold. The further I went, the lighter I felt, like I was shedding parts of my old self with every mile. When I finally reached Arizona, the sun was setting over the desert. The whole sky looked like it was on fire. Orange, pink, gold. I pulled over on the side of the road and just stood there. The air was warm, dry, and still. For a moment, everything stopped. No city noise, no phone buzzing, no expectations. Just me and the sound of my own heartbeat. That's when it hit me. I wasn't running away anymore. I was finally arriving. See, sometimes you think you're escaping your problems, but what you're really doing is making space for your soul to breathe. In that silence, I started to remember who I was before the world told me who I should be. I thought about all the people I'd met, all the mistakes I'd made, and how every failure somehow led me here, to this quiet desert road where I could finally hear myself think. I realized that pain isn't the enemy. It's the teacher. It's the one that strips away everything fake until all that's left is the truth. Every cloud has a silver lining. It's not just a saying, it's real. You don't see it when you're inside the storm, but once you make it through, you realize the storm was never there to destroy you. It was there to shape you, to wake you up. I think about that a lot now. How I used to chase things that didn't matter, how I measured my worth by how busy I was, how loud my life looked from the outside. Out here in the middle of Arizona, surrounded by mountains and endless sky, I learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is stop fighting. Just breathe. Let life unfold the way it's supposed to. The funny thing is, the more I let go, the more I started to find peace. It didn't happen overnight. There were nights I felt lost, scared, unsure if I made the right choice. But even in those moments, something inside me whispered, keep going. And I did. I kept driving, kept searching, kept listening. Somewhere between the miles and the silence, I found myself again. Not the version I built for others, but the real me. The one that's okay with not having all the answers. The one that doesn't need to prove anything anymore. Sometimes I still miss New York, the energy, the chaos, the sense that everything's happening all at once. But I also know now that it's okay to walk away from noise that no longer feels like music. It's okay to rebuild yourself somewhere new. Maybe that's the silver lining after all. Not in what you gain, but in what you learn to let go of. And maybe one day, I'll go back. Maybe not. But for now, I'm here. I wake up to the sound of the wind instead of alarms. I see the stars instead of streetlights. And when I look in the mirror, I don't see someone pretending anymore. I see someone becoming. And that's enough.